standing on the edge.
Yes, yes, standing on the edge of the first step. On the edge of the first step is a perfect launching. A perfect place to launch yourself out into the exploration, out into the unknown, those places which for you are still hidden in a mysterious way, for you have only grasped portions of understanding which need to be finely tuned and knitted together until they form for you a clear understanding. Until that time you still wander alone, unclear, but with an optimistic viewpoint which will propel you forward in an ever expanding view.
So we've taken the first step.
You have indeed taken the first step, yes. Yes, good time, yes. So, yes, so what would follow? What would follow the first step? Once you have achieved, once you have opened your eyes that fraction more, then the inquisitive mind comes into play. You need to gather the evidence that will convince you for you. You have been a part of this world, this physical world. For what you find, feel, yes, you feel you have been a part of this physical world for a long time.
Yes.
Yet you are still on the first step now. That is not you can traveling is a part of your physical world. Take yourself out of the physical world. And then look back at yourself. Observe yourself as a physical form.
Yes.
And you will begin to understand how far you have traveled in a physical way. It is beginning to enter your mind. A state of existence beyond the physical world. For you have begun to understand states of existence which remain uncomprehendable to many, yet at the same time they are still a part of your awareness.
Yes, I feel there must be. They couldn't not be. It just seems that being in the physical, we've forgotten.
You have to. You need to think beyond a physical existence to remember that state of existence that exists and is still very much part of your life. You need to take the second step for until you can understand a new state of existence, until you can remember your true state of existence, then until
what is the best way to do this?
Only you, only you can find for yourself the answer to that question by imagining your physical form expanding until it touches every part, every atom, every feeling, everything that you now understand as being the furthest. You can stretch your imagination. You have to expand your physical form until it engulfs all that you can understand, until you are truly a part of all things, all that you can see and all that you can imagine. For you are everything, every thought, every word, every deed that has ever existed. It is all a part of you.
Yes, I'm aware that there are exercises that we do that help us to enlarge, expand our vibrational area beyond the physical, to encompass a larger and larger area of what surrounds us. And then beyond the physical. Some of the gateway experience exercises, and there are various other exercises I've come across that help to expand the aura, to expand the energy field around us until we encompass more and more of the physical and then beyond the physical.
Yes. Imagine a large book, and you take from that book one single page. You tear it from the book. What then do you have? For that page will represent understanding not yet perceived by that one page. For that one page represents that one part which will need to be adjoined.
Yes, I see. And the elements that make up that page, the letters, it's going to be the same for all the other pages, but the information is so varied that the way they're put together on the different pages, so it's like holding all these different patternings. Infinite probabilities, possibilities, each page contains of the permutations of the same number of 26 letters in the alphabet, but on every page they're arranged differently, and the significance, the meaning. Yeah, that's a good analogy. To hold the whole together means holding all those different permutations of the information, the fundamental particles, as it were, put together in different ways. So the meaning. Yes, it's like being a quantum computer.
Visualize this book when you engage in your exercises. See yourself as this one page. Then see yourself expand until you encompass the whole book. Then you can look back at yourself as your physical form has become that one book. And you will see the information that has been remembered, for you are always a part of that one book. You are adjoined to that one book. Only your physical perception gives you that understanding that you stand alone as that one page wrenched from the book. Yet you were never taken from the book. You have always been a part of that book.
Never really torn from it.
Yes, the book, the rest of that book has been shielded from your vision as you journey your physical life. There is no end to understanding. As once you have, once you are that complete book, visualize the library. Hundreds, thousands of books. And it goes on.
Yes.
This is why you should always take one step at a time. You cannot understand the library until you have understood the book.
Yes.
And you cannot understand the book until you have understood your page.
Thank you. Yes, that's a very good analogy. A helpful one.
Yes, you might consider who or what is the author of the book.
Indeed, that's a big question. And could it be that in the library there are a number of authors? The books are not all written by the same author.
Or could it be that you are the author of your book? You have had many experiences, many lifetimes. If each lifetime represented one page, each lifetime of experience, put that experience, those experiences down on that page. And as you gathered more experiences and lifetimes, more pages would be added to that book, written by yourself, as you journey through your lifetimes. A book is made up of experiences by the author up to that point. And a book is something to be shared. How many more entities can you imagine will look at your book, will read your book, and learn from your own experiences, as you yourself will read into other people's books. You will see others as an open book, for nobody hides. There is all there for you to read. Once you have remembered how to expand and encompass all,
so who is the librarian who manages all the books?
you are. You are a thread of connection to you. As you see yourself now, you are a singular form, a physical form, but you also understand you are a small part of your greater self. That greater self is able to combine with greater selves of all who walk your world. A combination of thoughts, a combination of ideas, for all have the wish to help, by helping each other, you are helping the greater consciousness.
And are those greater selves, that greater self that I'm part of yet another greater self, joining with other greater selves to form a yet greater self, a greater self. But again, as a greater self joins with other greater selves to form. So you have this series of conscious beings.
Yes, forever ongoing, yet not separate. You, whilst in the physical world, you need to build yourself a picture to understand. You have to understand by separation, by thinking of these greater selves as separate from one another. Yet they all
come together,
form one unit of existence.
like the petals of a flower.
Yes, the nature of your world will help you understand when you look at the separate parts, how they form one.
from the single cellular to the multicellular.